Well, hello, and welcome to Monday. Another full week of December. First full week of December, actually. Yay! So hopefully your weekend went well. This is Jolene with the Jewel Design, and we are back with our Cozy Winter folio, and we're going to make a multi-pocketed ephemera piece today. Something simple, quick and simple, hopefully. And but I want to show you real quick, if you hopefully been following me with Instagram last week, or not Instagram, wrong one, too many, YouTube. Thursday and Saturday was the inside and out of this folio. To a file folder into a 4-pocketed folio. And we worked on we started the construction of it on Thursday. We did the inside on Saturday. And then Saturday afternoon, there was a quick YouTube short or Instagram reel showing me gluing on, some of the panels, so you could at least see what I did attempt to do. And as you can see, if you followed that, I now added a little label back here because it's the back side. We've laid lace to the two outer sort of main pieces to help reinforce some of our spines. So had to do a little interesting taboo work on that one because I could not get to sit where I wanted. This one's pretty inside. I'm hoping we're gonna be okay. We'll see how it goes. I didn't really want to get any more lace because this is technically the front cover, but I love how this sort of continues on. I have the lace here. Things line up pretty well. So definitely have great potential and room for decor. So there we go. It is technically put together. I ended up doing this whole piece instead of putting a part here and then the tab. The tab ended up down here. So I just sort of did this whole underpiece with this panel on the upper end to write on and do stuff with. So we can always decorate down here with some flat pieces so it doesn't interfere with opening and closing it. They had to do a lot of trimming on the tabs in the end to sort of make sure that they didn't interfere with our middle section. This is definitely something I will not try to add or sew in a journal to. I may make a quick journal that you can just insert and you can tie it in. We'll see how it goes, or leave that to you guys to decide if you want to keep it in an ephemera holder or whether you want to add a small journal to it. So I did glue in the two pockets, leaving like this glued down and this outer side glued down so we have some room to slide things in. So today we're going to be making a multi-pocketed ephemera holder to put in this pocket. So we're going to work on that today. So again, inspired by Lorette. I don't think she's been able to do a video on it, and so I may completely do something different than her. It may have came from a Roxy creation or Roxy challenge or one of them. Lorette watches so many people, and I'm just in awe of all that she does. And then she puts her own spin on it. So then I see it, and then I try to duplicate it, which then sometimes I put my own spin on it because I'm like, oh, this is all I have. This is all I could work with. So I do have some of my journal cards that are horizontal in nature. This one may actually go into a pocket, but we're going to use some journal cards for outer pockets. We're going to use paper for inner pockets. Then we're going to stuff it with journal cards and tags. And the only problem is I realized I printed all of my ephemera and then started cutting the other night and never looked to see if there was anything on the back. So every one of these, I'm either going to have to cover the back or stencil the back to give you guys something besides just white. Though this is a very white kit, I could just ink around the edges and it'd probably be fine. But I'm going to see if I can find a stencil that I like or create one. And we're going to probably do some light snowflake stenciling on some of these cards. So there's a little something on the back that doesn't look so plain for whatever we're not using for pockets. So today's thing is to get yourself an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. You probably could do it with scrapbooking paper. If you needed a larger piece that would still fit in your journal or in a pocket, you could use a 12 by 12 and just slightly cut it down. I'm going to give you a 6-inch wide pocket when you do this. So if you have a much larger journal, it would definitely be worthwhile, or something you wanted to make and glue down on a page, you could do. But if you just have one, like you have some extra 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper, from your kit, a goof up on a print job, something that still works but isn't perfect, this is going to be a great way to do it, I think. So the goal is to fold it in half, so it gets you, once you've trimmed off any edges or whatever excess you don't want. And I'm just going to go vertical, make it like as if you're going to do a tall, skinny journal. Okay, and then you're going to fold it up according to the width that you need it for whatever you're putting in it. So if you want something really taller, you would make a smaller pocket. You may find other ways to put paper in here to make, more pockets. You can go really tight till you have very little at the top because you don't want it to be very tall. And I think, we're going to sort of in between so we can put stuff behind. We can still put like a larger tag, which I have behind this whole thing, so we can still see it. So we're going to go middle way. Plus, I don't want to cover a lot of white. I don't think. One way or another, I don't want to cover a lot of white. So the whole point is that when you do it this way, you only have to cover a little bit of white up with some scrap paper, and you're good to go. So what you do is then you fold it backwards. Of course, all my folding is not working in its favor. Yeah. Me and my lovely fold job. Hopefully I'm in, yeah. So you fold it this way, and then all you have to do is cover the two top sections, because this is a pocket for you on both sides. And then so you just glue everything else down, and you have a pocket here, you have a pocket here. Now you could leave it open and have a pocket here. I think I'm going to close mine down here and leave it a side pocket. Oh, that's right. I just realized that's the other way. I thought I was going to fold the other way, and I was going to glue top, bottom, and side. And this was going to be my two folds. Ooh, duh. Okay, anyway, don't mind me. I had a thought process, and I thought the folds, two sides were going to be folded pages inward. I thought it was going to be this. And I was like, oh, we'll make that the opening pocket because it's nice and clean. We'll glue the other side, which is flat, and we'll put ribbon on it. I have been off on my points of view lately. Oh my goodness. Everything in my head has been backwards, I noticed. It's so weird. Okay, that's right. So you can decide. To make it one more pocket, you have 1 and 2. We're going to put, I think I have to go, I don't think I can go, oh, I can. You can get a larger journal card or medium journal card, and that's your third pocket, right here. And then, I don't know how it's 5. I'm not sure where am I getting my 5th pocket from, but anyway, that was 5. I wrote down 5, but I don't think there's a 5th pocket. I have to decide. I think I'm going to make it a side so that I can get a journal card in there easier. I think these are my instantly backed, so when you score it, I think this fits easier if I put a thumb notch or whatever. If I do a thumb notch up here, it's easier to put it in the side than down here. Now, if I really wanted though to put a journal card in there, I could leave it open. I don't know. I didn't cut. Oh, I didn't cut my little journal. I didn't cut my little tags. So we got these guys, but if you put them in here, they're not going to show. Well, they would in here. If I put them in that one, they're cute. And I could put a larger journal card inside this. But I think I can put it behind it. I think I can put the journal card behind it in the pocket. So I think we'll stick to this side note. We'll glue across the top so I can corner things and not worry about it. I'm a little bummed that there's all of this on the inside though. And so this is my other thought, was I was going to reverse it. Because I hate, I really don't like wasting ink. I guess either way you cover up. No, wait. It doesn't really matter. You do it that way. Yeah, there's a whole lot less showing, isn't it? Oh, yeah, okay. I thought, oh, this will go this way. No, that doesn't work. There's no way. Yeah, no matter how you do it, the only way to get rid of it is if I cut it, re-glued it, and then made it, which is sort of defeat the purpose. The whole point is just to fold it and use it. Never mind. I get the point now. It's just bummer that's all. I guess no matter what you do, it's just all on the inside. I'm thinking now. I want to take it to a new level. I'm almost wondering if we close it off, add pockets to the front. So you got 2 pockets front and back. And then you would open it up. And this is where I could get some notebook paper in there and make it like a tiny little, put a notepad here. And that would feel a little cuter. I can't help it. And I've only seen the project once on her end, so I haven't, I'm like, oh, I don't know. So I'm like, all debatable. So now I'm thinking a little different here. I'm thinking more like pockets on the outside. We'll cover the top, corner things, like a tag, and then maybe put a note, like a little notepad here. And so I really wouldn't tuck anything in anywhere else. We would put it in the pocket, and then we could put a large journal card in the back pocket. So there's that thought. I think that's what we're going to do, people. I'm going to change it up just a little bit, because I'm like, I don't want to not see that. All right, so 1, 2, 4 pockets and a notepad ephemera piece thing. Well, 4 pockets and stuff. All right, sorry. I don't know. I'm always on the fly, and I always want to try something different, and this is me. I get all, cute, but no, let me try again. Like, yeah, let me try something else. I can't help myself. Now that is white, and that is going to bug me on both ends. So we're going to trim that down. I got it folded, so we're not going to try to refold it. It's not going to work. We're going to cut it. So how's everyone doing? How was their weekend? Some people got snow and then rain. We got some, I think it was Amy was showing, I don't know, Friday or Saturday. They had their first snow. Amy, a crafty cat. I know Celeste was telling me that it was raining, so some of the snow was going away. So it was sort of a blessing. So we're like, we're not quite ready for it. I don't know. It's all okay. There we go. That's a little cleaner. Now, I can either, I think to make it cute, we're going to corner them. So that way it has sort of a taggy feel, which I am terrible at. This is where I wish I had something to trim these things. So I'm going to cut it and then I'm going to guess, and I'm not going to. This is where I get it mixed up. I'm trying to just flip it over and not flip it upside down. I think I always flip it around and I get the wrong proportions. So I'm trying to not move it. Haha. I probably should just trace it, and it would like trace it once it got down, but I think I did a good job. Okay, minus a few light cleanups. So I'm just corning it, give it sort of a tag feel. We are going to then glue these down, but I'm going to put my thumb notch there because I can't help myself. So that way I know how far down to put this in. I'm sort of addicted to thumb notches. Isn't that bad? How's everybody's weather? How are we doing? We're okay here. I mean, we get down in the mid pretty quickly when the sun goes down to mid to low 50s, and it's only getting to like maybe down to 40, 41 degrees in the morning, so I really can't complain. I'm like, I really shouldn't complain. Yes, my house is 61, and that's cold for us in California. We don't know what to do with that. When it hits 59, then I really go, oh gosh, okay, I shouldn't, now I'm gonna complain. But I mean, it's turn on the heater for a few moments and we're done. Like, it's not the end of the world. I had the fire going up through Friday, but then I got really busy, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'll wait till next week. Probably Tuesday when I'm home crafting again. I'll get the heater going and the door open. And do I feel like I'm dark in here? Hold on, guys. Let's open up a little bit. Yeah, I'm like, I think my light came down. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have that. I think I'm going to try to cover and then just recut everything. I know, probably wasn't my smartest move, but I'll be able to see where it is, right? So not that big of a deal. Let's see which way. That way. Oh, almost perfect. Darn it. I'm trying not to, like. I'm going to just go down the middle of my paper, aren't I? Okay. Okay, let's just do this. More scraps, I know. I don't think I have. I want to do the green to give it a break, but I just realized it is going. Oh, I just did that, didn't I? It is going on a green pocket. So I'm wondering if we should do the burgundy. But my burgundy is not deep enough, is it? Oh no, maybe. I'm looking at all my scraps because we know we have them. Oh, there we go. Okay, because it's going on a green page. It's going on the green page. So I really don't want green on green because then my thing will just blend in. So if we do the red on this page, as you see, green tab, red on the outside. I'm just trying to keep like a lot of every other the best I can. So that's right. That's what these are going to be our favorite scraps throughout the whole thing as we are trying to figure out how to do this. I do have blue, which I really wanted to change it up, but I don't think it's wide enough. I mean, I could do blue, make it really light, but I don't think it's wide enough. It's really tight. Like it's just there. We're starting to do the side by side so we can sort of see front and back what we're working on. Because no matter how you put it in here, like it's not going to matter when you put it back in left or right. So visually, like if we put it in there, you're either going to see it and you're going to see the red, you're going to see the blue, which might be a nice breakup, keeping this a little lighter because we have such the darker colors on the panels. Let's do that. And that last piece, never mind. See, we get to work it out with me. Thank you so much. I don't know if you didn't know I had the blue over here, but you might have been saying something. It's too matchy, and I don't blame you. Oh, but I did cut out all my ephemera the other night. After this side is all cozy, and this side is all snowy winter. It's a very full baggie of ephemera. But what else are you going to do, right? Okay, so we have those. So we have pull a little burgundy, we pull a little blue. I might still show that in there. We'll load this up nicely, though. We really will. So now it is zigzagged if I wanted that ripped on the top, but I'm just going to go, we're just going to line it up very close and make it work. And my glues are inside. Of course they're inside. My other ones where I need for the fine tuning. This I don't need, but hold on, people. I do not have my proper glue board down. I don't know how I went through that last project. Oh, I think I moved it after the fact. I'm like, I don't know how I went to the last project with all that gluing without having my board down or my plastic down. Nice thing is it is contact paper that I have underneath here, like Dollar Tree contact paper. So at any point, I can pull it up, replace it, put a new layer on top. Gets all dinged up. It is not the end of the world, and it wipes down pretty good. I have to say, I am very... Oh, we got some really weird stickies. Oh no. But what are we up to this weekend? How was your weekend as being the first weekend of December? Did we do anything special? Do we have any traditions? Maybe. I mean, my kids are getting older, so the fact that I got Christmas done is, happy. So we decided not to do the village in my windowsill. I have a Christmas Eve box that has like books and puzzles, and it has the boxes that I'll put our Christmas Eve presents in. So usually I'll put the Christmas Eve present sort of in the box. I think we're going to, oops, that did not work. I think we've decided, because I need to empty out boxes for the photos that need to get put away, but I think we're going to put out all the stuffed animals. I have a bunch of stuffed animals that I cannot get this on here, can I? We have many of our favorite red and white stuffed animals that are snowmen and birds, and some of them are plushies that make noise. But these went out. They came from me and my mom's and my brother's cell phone store before the kids were ever around, or my kids. And when we had Sammy, we decided Mom let me have them because they were kid friendly. And so she couldn't break it, she couldn't hurt herself, she couldn't, do anything. And I've put them out when we first moved here, then we had Lizzie. So the next kid came around, so I still had to have soft stuff. And we've had dogs, and so yes, we've had less and less of the cute stuffed animals out. I say, girls, what do you think? And they're like, we're okay. Let's do it the other way. And so, I think we're gonna just fill. Oh, I got sticky stuff everywhere. So then I got sticky stuff on the back. Where is my aha? The thing is, I noticed with the I did notice with these UHU stick magic blue. And a lot of you guys have moved on to, if you've been doing this for a while, you've moved on to Scott's. And I guess I'm going to have to do that next. But I know that for a while there was a problem getting it too. So, I don't know. I'm still getting the blue stick. I'm doing okay with it. But I did notice lately it's pulling the ink from the paper when you go to wipe it off. I thought that was sort of interesting. It's bleeding the ink on the page. And I was like, okay, that's new. Well, I'd never noticed it before. But yeah, this more recent purchase, I was like, Nobody else is realizing that when they're dealing with any print work stuff, if they go to wipe off unwanted or excess glue, it's actually sort of bleeding out the things. So anyway, I know I had this was the other thing. I had too much glue down here, so I'm like, I didn't want to accidentally close up the pocket. So anyway, yeah, so I'm using the glue stick. It's magic blue. After a while, though, that blue, even though if you don't use the glue stick right away up too quickly, if you don't get it on tight enough, it turns white. Still works, but it turns white. I'm like, oh, man. All right, so I'm trying to figure out which way to turn, I'm going to turn it inside out for a moment, I think, to cut that corner so that I'm doing it all at once, and I'm not trying to, but I don't know if it'll match. We'll see. It works. Okay. If it cuts off a little blue, it cuts off a little blue. All right, there we go. So now we're going to, yeah, still crinkles every something. Always something gets crinkled no matter what we do, huh? Here we go again. I know better, right? All right. It's fine. Oh, it works good. Okay. Okay, so we've got it covered. Now we need to ink it. I've got my oxide, my Rangers my Tim Burt's. I don't know if he might not take that. He may not take offense to that. Tim Holtz. My Tim Holtz. I do use the smoky hickory smoke as my silvery accent. It's not silver and metallic concept, but it is has a silvery tone, and I like sort of the hickory with the oxide to give that I don't know. In this case, we're dirtying it up. We're not distressing it. We're dirtying it up. A little smutty, like it's been out in the fire or it's been in the house, and we're doing it that way a little bit this round, since we do have a lot of fire and wood and outside, and I think it works for this project. I do have a lot of light, monotone, what's the word? Sceptra type, elements. They're lightened out, they're great, they're duotone, they're not duotone, but monotoned over stuff, so they're not black and white, but they're blended in and grayed out, so I had to have a little bit of the book page feel, so we have a little bit of cream in here. I could have done antique on stuff, but I like this hickory smoke. It's mine. It's my favorite thing. Did I do this one? One of these I didn't do. That one. Okay. Tim Burton. Yeah, sorry. Huge Tim Burton fans in this house, so especially during Halloween, that's definitely a must-have watches around here. Okay. So we aren't going to glue it together, but we are going to glue this. So I'm going to pause for a second, go get my glues, and I'll be right back so we can keep gluing down the necessities so we can keep making this multi-pocketed. So 1 sec. Okay. No, you didn't have to worry about dead air. But yeah, I did notice that things were getting a little harder to work with, so I had to put them in the house. Because I was like, nope, don't want that issue. I still need a jar for this when we're working on it. So like while I'm working, it can sit in there and do its thing. I don't have one yet. I don't really have much more room. I'm like, I don't know if I have much more room on my desk is the problem. I guess that's the real issue. Is like, but I don't have room. So let's see. How's the weather? What projects are you working on, or what videos are you watching? What are you doing? Are you done with your holiday stuff? Have you gotten all your Christmas stuff done yet? And like, have you gotten your shopping done yet? Have you done all your Christmas journals? Like, have you gotten everything, or ephemera, or have you gotten it all done yet and shipped out, or ready to get shipped out? Are we done with that yet? Or are you like me, still working? I mean, I got the journal done and we did get it shipped out, so I was very stoked that someone got it, and and took care of that, so that was good. And then right now this is winter, so this has a little bit more time. So someone's really not big on Christmas, and I can get my tushy into gear here, and not to go too crazy, I guess, with all the ephemera. Which yeah, I am behind. Oh. Hopefully this week I have to run errands today on Monday, and then I gotta get the errands done and the yard done and things like that I just have to stay on top of, and then I can film, and I can work on more stuff with you guys, and I can because we are already on the 4th, this is the morning of the 4th, and I have nothing in my December daily. I took some inside pictures. I took outside pictures, so which you guys hopefully have all seen on Instagram, if you follow me there. If not, on Facebook, under my personal page. So you can see my inside all lit up, my outside's lit up. So then I just have to print those pages out, plus the 2 of the girls at the thing. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we got those to do that, because then I can put things like these inside it, right? And then we can put, I don't think I did this well enough. Oh, I did. Well, look at that. I can decorate the top of the card for you guys and glue it down. And then you have the back to write on it and the front decor, and you'll just see it. So we want to definitely enhance what's on top of the card and bring it in. and then you would open it and you would have, I don't want to put a notepad on both sides or just one side. I'm going to put notepad on one side, and then we'll see how we're doing if I want to put a clear pocket or something here, maybe with some things tucked in. So you can see the back, but you also can put stuff in it. So that's that potential. Okay. So I have journal cards for both. I can put in here. I have plenty of things I can put in here. That is not a problem. I think we'll put the red in the front. You're not going to see much. Some of this may be cut off, but that's okay. Because it's something you want to pull it out of the pocket anyway, right? Hold on. Let's see what else. Not much on this one. So yeah, I know I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing something. I know you fold it and you cover the top, but I don't remember if you just took your chances and you, what's the word? You know, glued that down and, you know, all the rest of the paper was hidden. So I don't remember what she did. I don't know if what ends she, I personally, if I was going to keep it that way, I think I would just glue top and bottom so you could still sort of see that there's, you know, printed paper inside, but yeah, I have a hard time doing that. I'm like, I have a hard time doing that. I was like, I have all this ink. I used it. I don't like covering it up. I guess we have to do the same thing with scrapbook paper sometimes, right? But we try not to. So these are pockets, so I don't have to worry about the backside inked. I just want to make sure the edges are inked. It gives a nice shadowy effect. Oh, but we got through our parade yesterday. Ugh. It's not too bad. We thought it was starting to get a little cold out as the sun went down, but then it was like, okay, it's coming up on 6, and then we walked, and it's a little town, so like it's sort of close quarters, so that was sort of nice. And then we walked back, changed our clothes, and I don't think we really got that cold. It got damp all of a sudden. We didn't notice it walking, but when we came back, all of a sudden we noticed our tables that we had set out for the kids so we can get uniforms situated and stuff was wet, and we're like, did we miss something? Because we set up inside the parking lot of an elementary school, and so it's open, it's exposed and open, but when we were downtown, you have the buildings around you, so it sort of blocks any, like, maybe sprinkles or whatever, right? So but we're like, I'm like, what? Did we miss something? But we ended up with a dense fog Sunday morning. And everything was damp outside. I was like, okay. It was coming in, and which I was watching it sort of come and go, and I wasn't really sure if it didn't look like it was going to be that dense. But it definitely crept in after the sun went down. So I was like, well, all right, whatever. It's moisture, I guess. Even though my snow, of course, oh, geez, I just realized that, yeah. My sprinklers did go off. I was like, man, okay. So the sprinklers went off, and then it was dense fog, so it was even more water. So luckily, I didn't water Sunday night, so I can mow the lawn on Monday. So yeah, okay. So there's that, and so we have our first pocket right here. We have our second pocket here, notepad, and then notepad here. And I think I'll put a clear pocket here, so that maybe we can stick another journal card or fussy cuts or something cute, like a little tag could go right here. I think. Little tag, smaller tag. We do a clear. I'll put that one in there because I think it's the same size. Yeah, if I put a clear pocket, then I can put this in there so you can see it, but you can still see the back. Okay, so that'll be. I'll do that off camera because I got to figure out how to find all that. Like, let's not do that. All right. So I like the idea maybe of this one here because you can sort of see the tree. This one isn't as exciting, but I like that. The pop of our favorite thing. Decorate that one. All right, that's blue, right? So let's go a blue card with a burgundy. Just as a tree, and then I did pre-score these so I didn't have to struggle with you guys. And then this one will be the burgundy with the blue pocket on the back side, and they get decorated. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. All right. Now, yeah, I can't believe that. I didn't even think to check. I am so used to, this was 2 years ago, so I didn't know when I was going to work with it, and so I didn't ink them. I didn't back them. And I got so, excited after working on the folio, getting it done, that I was like, oh, I gotta cut all that up so that I can just, I can use and stuff, and I didn't even look. I started cutting, and I went, okay, well, we're just going to do something else with it, though. So right now I'll do the basics, and then if I want to, I will, depending on the stenciling. I have the cutouts or the reverse, the negatives for these snowflakes that I got from Amy at Crafty Cat 2 years ago. Because I now decorate my windows and other things with them. I laminated all of them because I didn't know what to do with them. I kept some to play with, and I did put them on things. But then I laminated the rest, and I lay them out on things because they're laminated clear, and then I also, so they don't get destroyed. And I also double-sided sticker tape them to the windows. So I get crafty with them. That's sort of cute. Because I think I used everything already that I used the ones that I was going to put in a journal. I used them already for why I bought them. And she did them in white, but she gave me the negatives. So it was really sweet of her. And so I think I'm going to I may use a sheet of that as a stencil with the brush, and we can do some stencil ink work carefully with the oxide, and so that you can still write on them, but we have something on the back of these, because some of them, there's not much to it. I'll have to decorate that up a little bit. You know me. We need to put a star or something up here. We have to have, fly. We have to have something up there. Okay, so let's get these guys glued down, which I do not like using all that glitter glue. Like, we are not using all that glitter glue. I will do some edges with it, I think. Someone else was doing that the other day, too. I think I was watching Celeste at Woodland Inspired, and I think she was doing that. She was using the edges. She was using either Fabric Tack or Fabric Fusion or whatever, and then like on the edges, but was using the glitter glue in the middle. And I was like, oh, I do it, but I do it like she did it all at once. Like you saw me just do it. Like, well, that was sort of that's a way smarter idea. Because I just do usually I do the glue stick, and then I go back and try to like, okay, well, I didn't catch that spot, or I didn't catch that spot, and I go back and have to glue it down. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, if I just do it all at once, I may have a better chance of not having to worry about it. Plus, they all like blend together, like your glitter glue sort of blends into one thing or the other. And so I'm like, well, wait a minute, maybe I can do this a more efficient way. And no, I don't ever cut or fold evenly. So I always do a little cut on my instantly backed ones. Okay, somebody else noticing that there are cardstock and our ink is just not holding out. So it's the second or third thing I've done that I'm noticing that the thin top layer with the ink on it is actually coming loose. Oh, sorry, I hear things outside. I know it's a weird time of day for me. I don't normally... Oh, no, sometimes I do. I should take that back. On the weekends, I don't normally do this late. Now, I did notice on part 2 of my video, I had a lot less people watching because it was a Saturday morning. So I think what I'm going to try to do, ladies and gentlemen, is stick to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. My mom does that. It seems to work pretty well. I was just doing every other day no matter what, but I don't know. I'm going to have to look back and see when I do consistency if Saturdays have just been low in general. Because if they are, there's no point, like, doing that. Especially when doing it at midnight, so it's like Friday night or Monday night, or Monday morning, technically, however you want to put it. Alright, so that's done. We're going to decorate the top once I figure out what I want to do with that. So I don't know if that'll be next. That might be in the next video. But I wanted to sort of make this. There we go. Let's get this one glued down too. So I don't know, I don't know if I'll just keep going, where one week it might be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the next week is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, if that's just too, I mean, it's consistent, but it's not, right? It's like every other week is a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and the other weeks are Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, which means every other week I probably catch somebody, right? But, I don't know. Right now, I think I'm just getting it up at least every other day if I can help it. Trying not to go too long if I, I mean, yes, I know we did that Wednesday thing, and I didn't get to it till Tuesday, but that was for the holidays, and that's where, I'm not going to get too worrisome right now, because we are going to hit the holidays all over again. And I said, I'll try to bump some and spread them out maybe in those 2 weeks, but it's going to be really hard. Unless there's just nothing going on around here, and I start, prepping for the next project for the new year, and I start putting out videos. But you guys are busy too, so it's not just me doing videos, it's you guys have been able to watch them. So I don't know. Gotta tell me how many do you think you'll want to watch really watch videos all during the break. And I say break meaning from pretty much Christmas weekend, because that's pretty much where we're at. The 23rd and 24th is the weekend. Christmas is on a Monday. And then we, you know, then you have the week, and then you have New Year's Eve on a Sunday and New Year's Day on a Monday, and then, you know, on to the week. So that one maybe like I try to do maybe Tuesday and Thursday before Christmas or after Christmas, and Tuesday and Thursday after New Year's. Definitely will do up to Christmas if I can get my, you know, get this into gear. But doing so good so far, and I hate to lose momentum. You guys seem to like the short, those of you who caught it, which is good on the front cover. I have a tendency of leaving this open. That's why I think it's getting lighter and lighter, but so far it's holding out. All right. I love that you do have this sort of, you know, writing piece of paper on the back to write with. We're going to decorate the front. I've got cutouts and things to expand on. All right, so we've got a card. We have that. We're going to put a clear pocket here to put that, and we got to do this. So I'm going to have a blue piece of paper I could put in there somewhere, which is a good size to start with. Yeah, it's actually a perfect template piece. I do have some coffee dyed paper behind me. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, maybe we can get this down. Find a cute way to border it, because I do have all my ribbons beside me. Oh, one more. Oh wait, no, we'll leave that one flat because that is our header, so we don't need to worry about that. I see. Oh, I know what that goes to, but I do have a stash of things. Let's see what we can come up with here. Yeah, see, we have a variety of pieces in here where I can get all kinds of different ends. And I know I had some more over here that I was going to use for something else. So we have some coffee dye pages that we can use. We don't have another different type of paper, but I think I'm out that we can actually write on. I think we are down to heavy patterns that make it a little harder to write on. Yep, pretty much. Okay. So maybe not. Maybe we won't use the blue one. I can't think of a way to, unless we do it and I put something on the front of it, and then you would flip it up and you would, like a book, like notebook cover, huh? Ooh, because then actually, see if we fold it down, everything's glued on it. Try that if you fold it up, then everything's glued to here. You fold it down, and does it make it too short if I do that? I'm trying to figure out which way to do this. It's perfect size, but if I glue everything to it, it makes it a little short. You glue all your pages to this flap, and then you just pop it open, and you would have all your pages underneath it. Because right now, if I put something on it, we score it backwards. It still hides it. Yeah, let's score it backwards. I like the backward side better. I like the backward one better. Alright, let's see. So both of these boards do have, both of my cutting boards do have these gouges in them, which is great. And I do try to use them as my scoreboard as carefully as I can with my little pointy tool here. And then this way, it's going to go this way. And we still glue all our pages to your flap. It's just that when we're going to glue your pages to this part, we're going to cover this up with decor, and this just opens up so you can see the pages underneath. I will not score the under ones. I'll let you decide how you want to fold those up or score them. Or not score them, but fold them up as you use them. Because I don't like to... Oh, it's almost the right size once I'm all done cutting everything down. Let's see. I do want it a little smaller than the notebook cover so that we aren't taking a chance of it showing. There we go. I might be able to get 3. Nope, not quite. 2 works though. I'm okay with 2. Well, this has been a fun little project. I mean, I don't know who started it, but I know the whole taking a piece of paper, folding it vertically, then folding it up, whereas to get your pocket came from, I'm assuming, one of the challenges. But my mom watches a lot of great people, and then, you know, we'll take something, and like myself, I get it from her naturally, or I come by it naturally, to then, you know, scraps. Find, let's see, make sure that we are okay, not too long. And I think we were too long, which is fine because we need to cut it up anyway. So they're too long so I can do the rippled on the bottom so they all sort of match up. But if I line them up, let's see. I'm probably off camera, sorry guys. Sorry ladies and gents. Let's see. So what I might do is line them all up on the top and then all at once cut them to match. I know it's perfect, but I don't feel like fussing with every single one and then like I've got them all different lengths. I'm like, no. I want that darkness, which is, oh, I'm gonna cut it off, huh? That one I might fit. I'm like, darn it. Okay, never mind. I'm like, no, because that one I want to barely trim. I don't want to cut that off, so that one I'll cut off the top, I guess. Well, I'm trying. I'm like, I like the darkness. I hate to cut all that off. I don't really want to cut it off much. I hate to do it, but when you have a look, you're like, well, I've got to do something. I like the ripped edge on the ripped edges. I like the ripped edges. I really do. Let's see. I don't know what to much about, but we had a parade. It went well. Didn't rain on us. Wasn't as cold as I thought it was going to be. The kids were tired. They always are. We have to. We get the kids out there, and then it's like we get out there, we get them dressed, they do some. They sit around for a little bit, and then they start practicing, and then warming up, and then we wait for the parade to start. Or this time we were lucky. Last time we were literally second to last in Hollister. Come to find out, yeah, it was us. It was the San Jose band, which is an hour from us. So there was a charter band, and we're like charter school band, and we're like, okay, what you doing here, And they must do all the rounds, and so we're like, okay, well, that's cool. But then our fire truck, and then our Santa. That was it. And that was the whole kit and caboodle. I was like, okay. This time, we're number 5. And I don't know how many were behind us, but we were the 5th one. And it did, like, we had a truck, a car, and, like, I think a cute little, like, walking. Oh, angels in the front, a classic car, a truck full of lights, like a pickup truck, probably people in the back trunk, and then one other small, like, kiddie type group or something in front of us. And that was it. And then we were up. So, the band was halfway behind, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 behind us, and so it was quick and to the point. But at least after being, last, all but last on our own, we were first on someone else's. So I was like, okay, or near first. So I guess it was all meant to be, as good as you're gonna get, type of deal, right? So, but so at least in that sense, we were done. We walked around it felt like we were going around the block, and then we let's definitely shorter. Walked around the block and there we go, that works. Made do with all of it. So yeah, it was we got them all undone and put together and out the door, and I think we were home. I was home by 7:45. No, it wasn't too bad. That was after dropping off a kid. Took the other one home because her parents weren't home yet. We're like, she's like, no one's home. Can you watch her can she hang for a while? I'm like, yep. We had a lot of parents that, had to double down. They either had multiple parade people. They had kids doing tournaments. There was my daughter's friend. Her big brother was doing a wrestling match. Another one of her friends, her brother was doing the was doing a paintball. There was a paintball group, and he was part of a paintball team, and so they were doing a tournament. Our high school actually had a performance earlier in the day. And then did again, did another one, and then worked with us on the. Then did the parade with us, and so yeah, we were busy little group. So everybody's had something going on. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can. Well, yeah, she can hang and watch a little longer. I'll keep an eye on her a little longer. It's fine. I've had her since 3 o'clock. What's a few more hours? Yeah, it worked. I got to hang and chill and decompress and try to figure out. And some of them had workshops today or Sunday, and too much for my daughter to go spend 8 hours in a building full of unknown people to try to do a color guard. A color guard workshop would be way too much. So. We did not push that one. Alright, well, I have 4 papers. I don't think I want to do too big or too much. I do that backwards, huh? No. Oh, yeah, no, there. Line it up and then, yeah, okay. Little notebook. Just a little notebook. A few extra pages. This is all ephemera, but let me get the cut. All my goodies are off to the side. But no, it all went well, so we are done with parades for the season. And they are upping up their practices, doing more practicing, because we're actually going to do I think we're hosting a competition, which is sort of cool, for color guard. We're going to invite other color guards from other schools and put on a performance and do some things. But and then we've got a few of these conferences to go, or some of these conventions to go see, so they get an idea what it means to work, to really get into high school level and others. So yeah, they have some fun stuff in the late winter and spring to look forward to, and up their skill level and get them prepared, because some of these will go on to high school next year. So others have another year to really perfect and train the new group before they go. So it's a nice rotating ordeal. So okay, so I've inked it. I used Tim Holtz's little mini ordeal, and then I glue. I do most of them, and then I glue down, like the top cover or whatever, so that we don't really see. No matter what you do, you don't really see or feel the staples, because you're going to glue this whole thing down to your paper. You're gluing your cover, or sometimes I just do these and then I just put a header on them. I put like a ribbon header. This time we're going to put a cover on it. We're actually putting the cover. I have all kinds of cute fussy cuts, and so we'll do a little cover, a little notebook cover fun here, and lace and whatever, lace and ribbon we'll put on places. So we'll have to decorate that. So maybe that'll be what I'll do with you guys. Maybe we'll do some. Here's the prep work, so maybe we'll do some decorating on Wednesday. Think about it. So our Wednesday ordeal may be actually decorating up our cards, decorating up the front of our notebook. And we're going to keep it below the level. So if I actually put it here, then I could decorate in layers here. So I like that idea. And maybe what I'll do is I'll prep and get the necessities that we want for the clear pocket. So I think we're going to do a couple clear pockets. We're going to put a clear pocket here, but I also wanted to try to create a windowed clear pocket for maybe that one inner side. I'll show you in a sec. Alright, so that's glued down. So now we'll put some lace something here, we'll put some goodies here, we'll really decorate this up, but flat enough to where it's not going to be in the way, and we can write on some of our coffee and tea dyed pages. Then we'll put the clear pocket here with a tab in it. A tag. And right now we have, little journal cards, large journal cards, definitely thick because of the double-sided journal card that's in here. There are instantly backed versions. But it does give us, as I go along, I can keep stuffing that front pocket if I want. There you go. So one piece of paper turned into a, 4-pocketed notepad tag. Really, I mean, it's one tag, but it's a 4-pocketed notebook notepad tag, notebook tag. Cute. I'll put it in the book. Let's see how we do here. Let's see if and then it fits in there really snug. It is nice and snug, and really all we have to do then is put a nice flat, easy, large tag. We can put like the white one with the trees in the background for contrast. There's a better way to do this. I know you guys don't always like the noise, but I don't cut that straight that long that well. Here, hold on. One more thing I'll show you. I think I have an idea. I definitely have a lot of belly bands and stuff, so if we need to do things, I do have it in a number of prints right now. I got this one, and I have blue ones I have found, and we have a number of them. Okay, so I like working my way around. Sorry, I actually do better trying to put it flush up here and lining up the now exposed line to line up with my thing, and I'd get a little bit of a better cut. If I can't, if I can't find that exposed line, I really feel like I'm guessing all the way, trying to figure out where my, line should be, and I end up cutting it too short or too long. And, I end up having to get all this little white stuff trimmed off. Yeah, I ended up doing white stuff. Oh well, it's fine. It is what it is. I try not to do too much because I notice I am rubbing fingers raw in very weird spots. I'm getting the weirdest calluses. I'm like, really? That was not the intention. But yeah, on my bigger pieces of ephemera, I definitely, because I do make sure I line everything up as well as I can, so you guys can do some pretty clean paper cutting, using your paper cutter. That's what I'm trying to say. Wow. And not feel like I went all the way around for nothing. I know. Don't feel like you have to use your scissors for everything, especially on your journal cards and tags sometimes. I know on these pages I'm like, yeah, I would really rather use my paper cutter. It's okay if you cut off a little bit of the stress and all that fun stuff, because we are, going to re-ink them most of the time anyway. Yeah. I worry that my printer is not really all that straight when it prints. Like, everything's just a little cockeyed when it prints. When the paper comes through or whatever, it makes me wonder. Because I'm like, okay, which one's not straight? Is it my printer or is it my cutter? And sometimes I wonder if it's the paper cutter. Now, me personally, yes, operator error, totally. I'm all, yeah. I use my lines, but even then. Alright, what I was thinking, this is more beige than I realized. That's good. There's a more pinky color behind it than I realized. It's not as white. So, this one does have a nice brown to it, so I might put a little bit of ink, distressed ink on this one. Distressed photo ink. Vintage photo, old photo, whatever it is. Because it is more creamy. But I like the idea of this one. Let's see if it fits or whether it hides. It might completely disappear. Well, how rude. I'm like, well, how rude. I'm hoping to see it, but you really can't. Well, that's no fun. I mean, it does sort of stop at the paper, but, well, that's no fun. Doesn't mean I can't put a belly band or another pocket in there, but I'm putting pockets on pockets at this point, just so you can see things. Which, after all that covering up, right? I mean, I could try to put a little belly band here so that it does stop and doesn't keep going. Which, like, we just cut this off. I could just put something right there. So it stops it from going any farther down. So it has its own little tentative pocket. Because this one's going in here and, you get to see a little bit of this, off-centered in any way you want. And it goes right there. So if there was something to keep it from going anywhere, you would sort of see it a little bit. Bummer. Yeah, I didn't realize just how big everything was. So if you put it in there, you can see it barely shows. It barely shows. I realize that's about the same size. So that's where it's all about the fold. It all determines. So if, like, I wanted it taller with nothing behind it, I could have brought the down some more, and we'd have a much bigger piece to cover on the top and less of it here. But I'm sort of liking the idea of a tentative belly band here so that we can see, potentially see our tags up and above whatever we may put in it. So we may work on that as we go. We'll see how that works. But yeah, I mean, if I wanted it, that blends in because it's both burgundy and blue. But this way, I think we need some good words up here, and we just need to stick it behind it. I think it'd be really pretty. So, okay. We are working our way through all of it. There's plenty to do. Some of it I can do it on camera. Some I can't. I'll try and do enough, I should decorate with you guys for once. Usually I do the base pieces with you guys. I go decorate off camera, and then you just see it after the fact. And so we may want a nice decorating session, right? So let's do that. We'll try to do that next. We'll do the 2 cards. We will do the inside of this, and I'll make sure I have all the pieces ready to go for our pretty clear pocket so we can stick a smaller journal card in here. So I'm looking forward to that. And then maybe while we're at it, we'll just decorate some words up here. I do have some black rub-ons from Tim, or I can use some of my Christmas words, or winter words. It's not Christmas. Those are our Christmas, huh? We need winter words. Like I have hot chocolate, twinkly lights. I do have some blue and some burgundy words. So we can find a way to make it feel like winter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you tagging along as I take some ideas and tweak it to fit what I think we want and need. And, yeah, now I wonder, I'm like, oh, if we close that, how thick is that baby going to be? This is going to be a nice, I think it's going to be a very fluffy. Yeah, it's going to be very fluffy, because when that gets thick there, then that one sticks out. So that's why sari silks and ribbons are helpful to keep it all closed, no matter what we do, right? Or we'll make sure maybe we put something just as thick there, so it all sticks out, then it all sticks out, huh? Yeah, we'll have to be careful. We'll figure it out. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for coming along as we are progressing on our folio. And so you got to see that it does have some lace, it does have some things. So we will do some decorating as we go along. I think on Wednesday, let's do some decor. I'll make sure I have everything ready to go. Fussy cuts out and fine tune, because I think I just did a light hashing on my fussy cuts. And so we'll pull out the fussy cuts. We'll make sure I have all my inks, my labels, and that we can, you know, decorate some stuff up. Let's see how much we can get decorated on Wednesday. So I love you all. Thank you so very much for joining along and coming along. And we will see you on the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.